What is it, Goku? Do you have a plan or something?
Goodbye, my son.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Guac Papa Dustin, whatever the hell y'all want to call me, back at you again with another video today. As always, feel free to follow me on all my other social media down below, my Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, gaming channel, all that good jazz. Jumping right into this video, I'm going to be talking about the Cell arc and why, in my opinion, it was definitely the most important arc for Goku's character. So yeah, let's get into it. Now, I'm going to be honest, okay? The Cell arc in Dragon Ball Z was honestly one of my favorite arcs. It's probably a favorite for many people out there. Some people might say the Frieza saga, Planet Namek saga was better and all that, okay? And that's just all a matter of opinion, okay? I personally love the Cell arc, okay? And Perfect Cell was obviously one of my favorite villains from Dragon Ball, if not my favorite. But the reason I think it's the most important arc, particularly for Goku's character, is more of what Perfect Cell meant and what the androids themselves meant, and everything going on with Goku, including the heart virus and everything, and future Trunks returning to the past. So, you know, to kind of get into that, elaborate on that a little bit more, you know, obviously, this is after the Frieza saga, and I made a whole video about Lord Frieza, okay? If you want to go check that video out. But, you know, right after the Namek saga, Goku survives Planet Namek, he trains on Yardrat for a year. He eventually comes back and encounters Trunks, who had just killed Frieza and King Cold. You know, Trunks comes up and tells him that Goku, despite being the greatest hero in the world, he dies of a heart virus before the androids even show up, and that the androids are going to show up and kill all of his friends and destroy the whole world. And, you know, Goku obviously takes the heart medication that Trunks gives him, and, you know, everyone trains for the 3 years, okay? We already know that premise if you've watched the Cell saga, okay? So, I think that's kind of where it all begins. But also at the same time, Goku's training with Gohan, Piccolo, and the rest of his friends. And honestly, not only just the threat of the androids, but the big android Cell. In case you were wondering, if you haven't watched the Cell arc, which I mean, I recommend watching it before you even watch this video. But if you don't care, you know, Dr. Gero, the guy who created all the androids, was a part of the original Red Ribbon Army that Goku destroyed as a kid. You know, and so he's creating it, you know, creating these androids so they can destroy Goku and eventually destroy all of his friends, the rest of the Z fighters. And, you know, so Goku, he ends up getting the heart virus against Android 19, and while he does take the medicine, he has to on the road to recovery. You know, everyone else is fighting the other androids. Android 17 and 18 are released, and Kami eventually has visions and sees Cell devouring other people from different cities and merges with Piccolo so they can fight this new android Cell. You know, Cell's goal is obviously to absorb the androids. You know, I'm not trying to go over a whole synopsis of what happens in the Cell arc, but mainly I'm going to be talking about like what its significance is. And I think this is a significant point for Goku. I think the heart virus of the medication and, you know, hearing from Trunks that Goku was this great hero. I think that's kind of the beginning of the character development for Goku in this arc. Is just realizing how mortal he really is, you know. Sure, he has Super Saiyan, he has instant transmission now that he learned from Yardrat. He has all this, he is Earth's greatest hero, he's the greatest martial artist, he's proven it multiple times. But he's still vulnerable, destroying the Red Ribbon Army. You know, there's fragments of it out there, obviously with Dr. Gero. So, of course, you know, they're going to come after him, they're going to come after the people he loves. And on top of that, he wasn't even able to defend them, you know, according to Trunks, because he died of this heart virus. It shows Goku how mortal, I think this is a turning point to show him how mortal he truly is. You know, he probably already knows he's gonna die, He probably has a longer lifespan because he is a Saiyan, but he is going to die at some point. And this really shows him the vulnerability he has. So Goku, I think during this time, you know, he really spends more time, especially with his son Gohan, who he already knows has great potential, especially when they go into the time chamber and Goku gets a glimpse of it. This is, I think, the turning point for Goku as well, when he is training Gohan, because he now sees a successor in him, okay? Goku at this point knows how vulnerable he is, not just to diseases, but to death itself. And that hearing in the future that he was the greatest hero and he wasn't even there to defend the planet, okay? Because he died. And it was all, and the androids are here because of him. This was, I think, a turning point, showing that not only do his actions have consequences, but how vulnerable he is to death and how he could die and how no one would be there to defend anybody. So he sees this successor in Gohan, which shows that he needs a successor. We even see this in the Buu Saga when he sees Goten and Trunks and they're able to go into Super Saiyan, and he learns of Metamorph and Fusion, and tries to teach it to them so that they can also be defenders of the Earth as well, while Goku at the time was dead. Spoiler alert for the Buu Saga too. Goku sees that successor in Gohan. He knows Gohan has this potential. And, you know, seeing the threat of Cell, seeing the threat of the androids, if Gohan can surpass Goku, and that's what becomes Goku's ambition. You know, Goku has always been kind of this, has always had this poison to his character that Akira Toriyama has said that Goku, he's not the traditional hero. He's not the Superman type of hero that will put others before himself. If Goku has a good challenge, he will put that above anything, you know, even if it means everyone or even the entire universe gets fucked up. This poison that Goku has caused him to make decisions like this that could put people in danger. And while Goku does have a general care for his family, he has a love and care for his family and friends, and does want the best for Earth, and is willing to save it and willing to save it and protect it, you know, from being destroyed against threats. You know, his need to want to fight, the Saiyan instincts he has often overrides that sometimes, okay? And it ends up putting people in danger, and he has to pay for the consequences in the end. But now his pride is shifted to something beyond his own fighting power. It's the fighting power of his son, and how Gohan can be essentially the next him, but better. And then comes the fight with Cell. And we see Cell is in a way like Goku, okay? He's enjoying the thrill of a battle. I mean, he's throwing an entire tournament, and even though he plans to destroy the Earth and travel and traverse the stars and, you know, fighting and potentially even destroying everything else, you know, Cell in a way is like Goku. He possesses that want and need to fight, you know, to prove himself, to show how perfect his strength is. You know, Goku, you know, Cell in a way is just like Goku. He's testing his limits. He's fighting. And, you know, Goku, obviously, he quits against Cell and throws Gohan in there. And I think that's when another big realization for Goku comes into play. That despite Gohan being more powerful, Gohan doesn't want the torch passed to him. Gohan isn't a fighter. He doesn't have the throw for battle like Goku and Vegeta. Gohan is a pacifist. He, you know, in the moment he shows his potential, but he doesn't like it. He hates every minute of it. He doesn't want to be a fighter like Goku. And then, you know, when Piccolo tells this to Goku, and Goku makes this iconic meme face right here, you know, we see Goku have this other big realization. Not only that Gohan doesn't want to be his successor, but once again, we see the cost of his decisions. We see Goku, this poison, once again take him over. And I think when Goku makes the decision to take the Senzu Bean and want to help Gohan fight off Cell, Goku realizes that this is much bigger than just a friendly fighting challenge, okay? In my opinion, when you look at Perfect Cell, as I already said, Cell in a way represents the poison Goku has. This poison that Akira Toriyama has talked about. Cell is not only willing to test his limits and show his power, but he's willing to do it even if he has to blow up the Earth because no one is good enough of a challenge for him. Cell is essentially the poison Goku has, but to an even greater degree. You know, Goku has so willingly put others in danger because he wants a challenge, or he thinks that they might be stronger than him, so they should go ahead and fight it instead of ending it when it should be ended, okay? We even see this in the Majin Buu saga. Goku can only think of the fight, and even if it's not him, Gohan has to be the one to finish it. He's gonna throw Gohan out there so Gohan can finish this mess. And in a way, this is a big reveal to Goku that this is his mess, he has to clean it. The very poison that he has, the very poison that allows him to put people in danger so he can get a challenge out of a fight, is standing right there pounding his son's face in. That's perfect Cell. Cell represents the poison Goku has, okay? Cell is here because of Goku destroying the Red Ribbon Army. The androids came because of the Red Ribbon Army because, you know, Goku destroyed them. Goku is the cause of all that's happening right here because Goku wants a fight. Goku wants a challenge. And in the original timeline, he died and couldn't clean up his mess. He couldn't clean up his mess because he was dead. He realized that mortality. And in a way, he's making another mistake, okay? In the future timeline where Trunks comes from, you know, Goku died and the androids killed everybody. And now Goku is alive. But now he's letting that very android, Perfect Cell, kill his own son right in front of his own eyes. Goku, in a way, has traded one poison for another, has traded one disease for another. And even though Gohan has the potential to fight off Cell, as we see when he goes Super Saiyan 2, you know, Gohan doesn't want to unleash and tap into that power. And Goku is now seeing the results of not listening to his own son, seeing his own son, okay? Gohan wanted to spend time with his father, but he didn't want to go and challenge Cell. This is not what he wanted, and Goku didn't see beyond Gohan just wanting to fight and be like him, because Gohan didn't want that. Gohan wanted to be different. He loves his father, but he doesn't want to be like him. And now Goku has that realization. And when Goku sacrifices himself at the very end, you know, when Cell's about to blow up the earth and kill everyone, take everyone with him, and Goku teleports him to King Kai's planet, which was a dick move, by the way. You know, Goku, and he looks in Gohan's eyes, tells him that he's proud of him. You know, in a way, not only is Goku sacrificing himself, but in a way, it was representative of Goku destroying that poison, realizing that this was his mess, that he had to clean it up, that he's supposed to be this great hero by future Trunks' standards. And here he is giving up against the very threat that's here because of him in the first place. He's sending his own son who doesn't even want to do this out there. So when Goku sacrifices himself, he looks Gohan in the eyes and tells him that I'm proud of you, son. It's time for me to clean my mess up. I'm here. Goku is not only sacrificing himself for the sake of the earth, putting others before himself. You know, he's done that before, of course. But now, Goku is not only conquering Cell, but he's conquering that poison inside of him. He's conquering the very thing that plagues him, that caused him to put others in danger. His need to always want to fight, to challenge and test his limits, even if it means putting the earth in danger, even if it means putting his own son in danger. Goku isn't just conquering Cell, he's conquering that side of him. But his death, even though he is dying still in this timeline, his sacrifice will prevent people like Cell from ever coming up again. Goku, in a way, is conquering the poison inside of him. And that's why, in my opinion, the Cell arc could have been so important for Goku's character. Because it could have been, you know, Goku seeing how vulnerable he is. Seeing the vulnerability, how vulnerable he was to death. Seeing the consequences of his actions. Not only against bad guys and enemies, but also the consequences of the poison that lingers within him. His selfish need to always want to put a challenge of a fight over the safety of everyone else. Goku could have overcome all this. Goku could have realized all these weaknesses and overcome them. And I think that's, in my opinion, what made the Cell arc so great. Then they fucked it all up. Damn you to hell, Dragon Ball Super. But that's all another video. Anyways, that's just my opinion on the Cell arc and why I think it could have been such a great arc for Goku. But you guys let me know what you think down below. Did I miss anything? Did I get anything wrong? I hope I'm not repeating or rambling on. If I repeated myself too much, I apologize. You know, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Anyway, it's just another video I wanted to put out for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching. More videos coming soon, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.